Hi, I'm Corey from ID Parts, and in this video we'll replace the e-brake cables on this 2003 Jetta. Replacing the e-brake cable starts inside the car. We've already slid these two seats forward to give ourselves more room, and the first thing we need to do is remove the cup holder. Once the cup holder is out, we just pry up the glide rails for the cup holder itself. Next, we'll remove the side cover of the armrest. And once you get the side cover off, you'll see there's a 13mm bolt that needs to get removed. And once that bolt is out, it will allow us to remove the armrest assembly. You don't have to take off the other side cover to get the armrest off. With the armrest out of the way, we'll remove the two torque screws that are holding the backside of the center console down. One, and here's two. Let's try to get these out of the way here, that way they don't get caught again. Hate when that happens. Come on. Screw it. All right, we'll pull that up. Next, we'll move to the front of the car. We got to slide the seats all the way back from their all the way forward positions to find this one screw right here that holds the front edge of the center console in. And again, we'll just take our torque screw and we'll take that screw out. I think it's a T20 that you'll need to use. T20 size torque screw. Just unscrew this. And after we're done with this one, we'll do the same thing on the other side as well. All right, with those screws out of the way, we'll pull up on the e-brake all the way and try to wiggle this thing up forward. There's a little Bluetooth receiver there that's getting in my way, but without that in the way, it'll pull right out. If you can't quite get it, try pulling up a little bit more on the e-brake. A little extra inch helps a lot in this, in getting the center console out. With the center console out, we can move back to the behind the seats, and we'll see where the two e-brake cables come up out of the body and attached to the back of the e-brake handle. Both cables are attached to this one kind of U-shaped bracket there, and they're attached using a long nut that's attached to the threaded kind of backside of the e-brake handle itself. It's a 10mm size nut, so we've got a stubby little 10mm. I wish I could find my ratcheting 10mm to make this a lot easier, but instead I will just kind of sit here and loosen it up. You don't want to take it off because that's just going to waste your time, so loosen it up enough to see if you can get those two cables out of the way. You can usually get one side out first and then the other side just by wiggling the bracket. See if I can get it here. All right, we gotta do this a little more. A little more, come on. All right, there's one side and the other side. With those two loose, we can move to underneath the car. With the e-brake cables disconnected in the car, we can now get under the car and disconnect it from the calipers and pull them out. So first we need to start by disconnecting the ball seat of the cable itself from the lever arm that's on the caliper here. Okay. All right, with that out, I'll pull the cable out of here. There should be a clip here, but this car is missing it. You just pull that out. You can take the cable itself out. All right, now there's a clip right here. You just bend that out and take the cable out of it. One more, there's one clip that's in the body here. Same thing. This one's fairly rusted on there. Actually get the clip out of there. Well, this cable's falling apart in my hands. Then finally, we need to pull this cable out. It could be pretty stiff in there, so be ready for a fight. Yeah? So we'll start by threading the interior portion into the aluminum tube. Just push that into place as best we can. Don't forget to hook the ball seat to the lever of the caliper arm before you go back in the car. And once that's in place, we can hop back inside the car and take a look. Both ends have come through the underside, the undercarriage into the passenger compartment, and we'll hook that U-shaped bracket to each of the cables individually. You may have to loosen up the nut a little bit more because these cables aren't going to be stretched yet. Since they're brand new, they're going to be a little bit tighter than the ones you took out. So you may have to loosen that nut a little bit more to get the two cables. Again, I wish I found my ratcheting 10mm, that way we would be playing with this short little thing, but hopefully next time I'll find it. I get these two hooked in, and an important part after getting these two hooked in is going to be getting the tension right, or tightening up that nut the proper amount. You want to tighten it up so that it takes up the slack and the e-brake, you know, is responsive, but at the same time, if you over tighten it, you'll cause your e-brake to drag. So there's kind of this happy medium where the e-brake will be loose for maybe the first click and then tighten up as you pull it up, but there won't be much, if any, tension on it while the e-brake's all the way down. When you're doing this and after you set the tension, you should go back underneath the car and take a look to be sure that the levers aren't being pulled when you don't mean them to be. After we're done with that, we're going to get the interior back together, and we're pretty much done. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Leave us comments below if we messed anything up or if you want us to do anything else. And thanks again for watching.